6 enter the abandoned building, filing in 2 by 2. Upon entrance, the hall opens up into a large common area spanning 2 floors and stairs on either side leading up. Shooting off from this area are multiple hallways. The quiet in this building is like nothing any have experienced before. As the group centers themselves in this common area, they notice documents along the floor. While mostly censored out, the papers have one name clearly visible in the light from the open door. Haber Laboratory. Alex and Abigail's grandfather was right. Instantly this brings a bit of sadness to Abigail, as she never believed her grandfather to be much more than a storyteller. This sadness gives way to a new idea. She picks up one of the documents, making sure she brings it back home to show her grandfather. As she looks at this building in newfound amazement, Abigail hatches a new idea. "Let's explore," she states, which catches everyone off guard, especially Layla, who had been supporting her friend's original efforts to leave. Kyle looks at the fallen tiles and scattered papers of the empty hall. "And find what exactly?" he asks, the sentiment shared by the rest of the group. Abigail looks at her brother as she answers, "Anything that proves that there was a Dr. Emmanuel Hill located here. He deserves to be proven right," she explains, thinking back to all the people who told her family their grandfather was insane for talking about this place that didn't exist. Alex nods in agreement. "She's right, so let's split up and..." Everyone cuts in and disagree. "Yeah, we're not going to do that," Abigail says bluntly, after everyone's initial objections have finished. "Well, why not? That'd help us look faster," Alex argues. "Because this place is creepy as hell and that'd be the worst idea," Layla tells him, getting nods from the others. Defeated, Alex shrugs. "Okay then. Which way first?" he asks. Everyone looks to Abigail, who is now unofficially taken over the role as de facto leader of the group. She looks at each of the dark hallways that begin where the light from outside ends. She points to one and the group follows, only with their flashlights as a guide. Like the entrance, the group is surprised as each door is unlocked despite the high security the base would presumably have. Despite the ease of entering, there's little helpful information to be found inside. Holland notes this as they flip through documents covered in dust. There's little more information about the base to be found in the rooms. Most of it has been or was in the process of being scrubbed. It seems the base was left in a hurry. "So far, there's nothing about your grandfather, just all about this Dr. Malum, who supposedly ran the base," he points out. "We need to find her office then," Abigail reasons. They continue searching the large halls, looking at the signs of each room in their efforts to find this person. The group talks casually as they go, enjoying their investigation. They spread out a bit, but remain close enough to see the flashlights of each other. "I found it," Mary calls out, and the others move to the door she stands in front of. She shines a light on its entrance, showing the words they've been looking for. "Director Hannah Malum." "Someone's been in here since it's been abandoned," Abigail notes as they enter the room. Its appearance clean and orderly compared to the outside mess, as if someone has been spending time within this office. The words send chills down the spines of everyone. "Okay, let's check this out and then leave," Alex declares, his mood towards the place shifting to more and more unease. There's several file cabinets along the walls, and a desk in the middle. The group pulls out folders upon folders, huddling together as Alex reads the official final report aloud. And the truth of the Haber base is revealed to them. The Haber base was a test ground for biological weapons in the 60s, its weapons being covertly used by the CIA in Black Ops. Dr. Malum was the director of the base for years after transferring from an offshore site in the middle of the Pacific. The base fulfilled its functions exceptionally well, providing weapons the likes of which could rival the power of nuclear weaponry. The US had plans to use the weapons to end the war in Vietnam and, based off their success, continue using them against the Soviet Union. However, these plans were halted when in 1968, the base was shut down due to a violent outbreak of brain rot known as Porter's disease. Dozens of staff members dying without a trace. The affliction even caused one soldier to lose his mind and open fire on others. The base was evacuated, officially determined too dangerous to be re-entered, with only 2 survivors, Dr. Hannah Malum and Dr. Emmanuel Hill. "Oh my god, he was right. About everything," Alex stammers as he finishes the report. There's shocked silence among the group, the heaviness of the events occurring here almost too much to fathom. "Let's go back," Mary begs as she grabs Alex's arm. the knowledge of this cursed place becoming too much. There's almost no objections until Abigail spots a notepad scribbled in blue handwriting, picking it up delicately. "Wait," she says, causing the others a pause. There's a few bullet points listed, Abigail reading through them. Continued growth is promising. Lack of subjects, however, is an issue. Possible move to a new location. Communication improves. Next step, develop effective transition. She pauses, having no idea what the sentences mean, but not liking the sound of them. She then reads the signature at the bottom. Dr. Hannah Malum. With that, the group begins to quickly move for the door, their flashlights frantically jostling up and down. Suddenly, a scream echoes below their feet, sending a shockwave of freezing terror over the kids. Alex grips his gun tightly, his hands shaking, and the group realizes Kyle is nowhere to be found.